looking at you, Jeffrey. It's not fair you coming in here, proud, back straight, making demands. Who are you?
It doesn't matter. I'm an agent of change is what I am. Now, we can do this peaceful, or we can do this violent. You close this bar, and nobody needs to get hurt.
And if I don't?
Then I'm gonna let my smasher loose on the whole damn place, and good luck to any of you who try to get in my way!
Oh, okay, calm down, lady. No need to go ballistic. We're all just relaxing, just having a good time.
At whose expense?
Well, mostly the patrons.
Exactly. They come in here spending every dime without a care for my carefully constructed weekly budget. Groceries, feed for the horses, household necessities.
Boring!
Your liquor makes our lives hell, and I've had enough.
Well, I'll be.
What?
I think I've heard of you.
Oh yeah?
Aren't you famous? Was it you who smashed up all those bars in Kansas?
How'd you hear about that?
I read. Well, some of my patrons read. So, you, her, she, you?
Who?
Carrie Nation?
Yeah, she's me. I'm me, Carrie A. Nation, a very real historical figure that actually existed. Isn't that amazing? And I say, you close this bar, or I'm gonna let my almighty smasher and smash the almighty out of this place and everyone in it.
You wouldn't dare.
I would, because I've totally done it before. Got plenty of experience.
It's a crime taking a sledgehammer to someone's place of business.
Not a sledgehammer. It's a smasher. Now, you let these nice men go home to their wives and children, and nobody needs to get hurt.
Well, maybe they don't want to be home.
I think they would, if they weren't swayed by the temptation of your giggle juice.
They're grown men.
They're addicted.
They're having a good time.
Come on, Jackie.
Jackie?
Barkeep.
Did you just call me Jackie?
No.
Amelia?
No, I'm Carrie Nation, a living, breathing legend.
Amelia, what are you doing? Coming in here impersonating a known criminal? Threatening to smash up my saloon? What the hell? We're family.
I know, it's just...
Amelia, is everything all right? They need money.
Yeah, that's it. Money.
Maxine and I would be happy to help you out if you're
No,
interested.
I want my money. Our money. The money that Matt made with his own 2 hands.
Okay. Calm down.
Tell me to calm down one more time.
Amelia, here, have a seat. There you go. Take a load off. For family, first one's on the house.
It's so hard.
I know. Coffee, water, something stronger.
Coffee. Jackie, coffee.
Okay, so,
It's Matt.
Matt?
Matt. My husband.
A tragic case.
He hasn't been home in days. Don't act surprised.
Well, he is a good customer.
He is a father and a husband, and we need groceries. He's spent away nearly his whole paycheck, and little Matt needs shoes. So I'm begging you. Please, you gotta shut this place down. My children need a father, and I need someone who's awake.
So first of all, I want to validate what you're saying. I hear you.
Thanks.
But do you think coming in here with a
Smasher.
is the best solution?
You got any better ideas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pastor.
Jack.
Well, it seems like you and Matt are having difficulties, and a pastor might help you please him better.
You know, I actually had kind of an adjacently connected idea. And so I went to the church and I looked for the pastor. He wasn't in the sanctuary. And he wasn't in his office. And he wasn't meditating in the precious gardens. Jackie, you know where he was. Hey guys. See, got any better ideas, Jackie?
Well, no, it's just
What?
this is my business.
I know.
And if I shut down the bar, wouldn't I be putting Maxine in the same situation that you're in now? I mean, she needs money for food and other stuff, and food, and, the stuff you said earlier, the stuff you women need.
No, Jackie. I want to validate what you're saying. I hear you.
But you're forgetting one thing.
What?
Dad gave me this bar, and I really don't want to shut the bar down, and I don't have to. So that's kind of the end of it. I mean, it's not like it's illegal. It's not like you can really do anything about it. And yeah, people are gonna drink, so I'm gonna keep selling it. Check, mate.
Not so fast. Ladies!
If you water your garden with water, a righteous bough will bloom. How sweet are all its blossoms, how fragrant its perfume. Grow green the hedges, grow green the rye. Sign the pledges, for to put us water your garden with whiskey, not a sapling will remain. How hollow is your heart, how empty is your brain. Grow green the hedges, grow green the crops. Sign the hedges till the
for change throughout time?
Wow, Amelia, that was really moving.
Really?
No. And while you were distracted by all the angelic voices of the women singing, I took the opportunity to call the cops.
You wouldn't.
I already did. So here, smash away, but you'll get caught. Oh, and one more thing. Check out this.
Jackie! Jackie, what the hell?
Sorry, sis. But it just proves my point. You can come in here all day long with your rational arguments and your stories and your songs. But at the end of the day, we're still gonna drink like pigs and do stupid violent stuff anyway. Because we can.
I knew it. I knew it, and thank you. Thank you for saying it. That is what this symbol, this smasher is a symbol of. This smasher represents our righteous fight against the brutality of the drunken man. And until that fight goes all the way to Congress, we're gonna keep on smashing because that's the only language that you understand. So, Jackie, I hope you're ready! Oh. Matt? Matt?
What are you doing?
Matt, are you awake? Matt? Matt?
Camilla?
Matt?
Is that you?
Yeah.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Well, Matt, you're drunk. That's what's the matter. Like all the time. You know, do you think now would be a good time for you to put on your other shoe, pick up what's left of our money, and go home? Honey, I really don't want to smash up this bar. It would really help me if you came home.
Oh. Well, you know, Amelia, you know I love you. I love you. But if it's all the same to you, I'd rather not.
Matt!
I don't know what you're so upset about. You're the luckiest woman in the world. I've never laid a finger on you. I have never touched the kids. Honestly, I'm a happy drunk. I get a little sleepy. I get a little happy. I get a little horny. But lady, that's just love. Why don't you just be a good girl and calm down?
I'm calm. I'm calm. And so, Matt, very calmly, I'm going to tell you that you do cause me pain every day. And the kids, too. Mine is figurative, like the pain and worry and stress of trying to make something out of nothing. But theirs is a real pain, a pain of hunger, because they don't have anything to eat, all because you spend it away. You drink away all of our money, and you've been doing it for months. Cool. Cool. And the rest of you, I see you. I see you like you're watching some sort of a play. You might act like this isn't your story. There's a whole line of women out there with empty pantries, or bruises, or been up all night crying. You come home raving about politics, or whose snowshoes are better, mine or Jimmy's? Or you got some hair up your ass to rearrange the living room at midnight. And it gets worse. Much worse. Yeah, what you're thinking, that bad. Plus, we can't even vote. Honestly, it's like one indignity after the other. You all just come in here and vote for whoever the saloon tells you to vote for. We might as well cast one or two of our own. Maybe we could breathe some decency back into this country. But no. So you know what, Jackie? I know you're my brother. But I hope you have insurance! Order! Order! I will have order! Amelia Benson, you're under arrest for wielding a weapon and threatening violence in a respected business in Granite. And you, Jack Benson, you're under arrest too for conspiring to drench singing women.
Oh, come on.
What were you thinking? They weren't even on your property. And you, preacher, yes, I'm arresting you too for instigating the act. Oh, actually, all of you. Yeah, all of you. I don't like this big crowd stuff. There's too many of you and not enough of me. So you're all coming with me to the jail. As your horizons seem to shrink, and you're told to listen, but not to think, before you're driven to the very brink. Better rise.
take that. Yes, Bill, I can carry it. Thank you, Sugar Bear.
So the girls,
I already told you, the girls will be home at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Okay.
And you can pick me up after that. If you guys get hungry, there are sandwiches in the fridge. Remember, Samantha's has toothpicks because the rest have pickles.
4 p.m. toothpicks.
Oh, and Bill, I hate to ask, but could you do me one more little favor and switch the laundry?
I don't know, Gloria.
It's just one little load.
I don't know how.
Bill, everything is automated. It's 1955. A child could do it. Okay?
Okay, I guess. Okay.
Thanks, Muffin. He's such a great man.
Be good, dear.
Will do. Well, have a seat.
We're all assembled. So we are. The whole book club is here today. What a rare treat. Shall we get started?
We shall.
Here, I've poured you your tea.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's lovely.
You can sit down now. Right.
I'd like to start off by saying thank you so much for inviting me. I've always thought you two were the Ginchiest.
Aw.
And I actually really enjoyed the book. I especially loved the character of Mr. Tumnus and the surprise he felt when he welcomed the children. I felt like I went on sort of a journey with him. I also thought it was very well written.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't know what to expect from a fantasy novel, but it was actually really good.
Well, thank you, Gloria, and welcome. And now I would like to invite us all to take a deep breath. Feel your feet planted firmly on the ground. And we will begin the ritual. We normally start with a ritual.
Exciting!
Shuffle them. So it's different from last time. Oh. Oh my. And now, Sister Betty, would you grace us with a chosen passage?
Why, yes, I'd be happy to.
Few tasks are more similar to the torment of Sisyphus than those of the housewife. Day after day, one must wash dishes, dust furniture, mend clothes that will be dirty, dusty, and torn again. I found it provocative.
Oh, yes.
Should I go on?
Yes, please.
The housewife wears herself out, running on the spot. She does nothing. She only perpetuates the present. She never gains the sense that she's conquering a positive good, but struggles indefinitely against evil. It's a struggle that begins again every day.
Brilliant.
Yes, truly.
Sorry, but what page are you on?
Oh, 539.
the lion never moved, nor did the dwarf. And now at last Edmund remembered what the others had said about the White Witch turning people into stone. Something's not the same exactly. The second sex?
Betty, please. You're welcome.
What's this?
Your mind will be. Have fun.
You read this?
Of course.
All of it?
Most of
Well,
it.
Our kisses, my fiance had never attempted any other caresses, had aroused me to such a point that I could not wait for the wedding day? Whoa, seriously? The morning of the wedding, I was in such a state of excitation that my camisole was soaking with sweat. What is this?
Keep going.
Oh, I don't know if I should. I don't think that Bill would think it would be a very good idea for me to keep reading this.
Give me that. 10 days later, he succeeded in deflowering me. I had felt nothing. It was a major disappointment. After 2 births, coitus became less and less satisfying. It rarely led to orgasm, my husband always reaching it before me. I followed each session anxiously. How long is it going to continue? During the whole time of our marriage, he never caressed even one part of my body.
Oh. That's, wow.
I know, sweetie. We all felt that way.
You have?
Of course.
Does it tell you anything about what to do?
To do?
I mean, does it tell you how to fix it?
Well, frankly, we haven't gotten that far yet.
Well, skip ahead! Please.
I'm trying.
Please. But seriously, skip ahead. Here, part 4, on liberation, page 813.
Okay. Okay.
Read.
What does it look like I'm doing?
What does it say? Please.
Well,
Scoot over. Oh. So, it sounds like we can become independent women, work for a living, still go home to cook and clean for our husbands, all while being seen as unfeminine and earning less comparably than men do. Or, we can continue to allow our bodies to become objects and prey just as we have for hundreds of years.
yes. That's basically what I got from it, too.
It's like we're being prohibited from being people at all.
Yes, exactly. That seems to be exactly the point.
As your horizons, they seem to shrink, and you're told to listen but not to think. Before you're driven to the very brink, better write your story in the boldest ink.
Gloria!
Bill!
Didn't you see me outside?
Sorry, we weren't finished just yet.
You know I hate waiting. And the kids, they miss you.
Oh.
Hello, ladies. Did you have a nice afternoon?
Yeah, Bill, it was great.
Good. Table full of beautiful women. My idea of a nice afternoon.
All right, Bill. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's time to go. For now.
It's almost history, but in the end, gotta make your mark, wanting to win. It's almost history, but it isn't yet. Gotta make your mark.
Hi, Jenny. Good to see ya. How's life?
Carrie Conrad,
Yeah?
are you responsible for this?
What is this?
You know what I'm talking about.
Do I?
Oh yeah, I think you do.
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, fellas, this'll just be a moment. Why don't you have a seat? Again now, with a little less vinegar, young lady.
Young lady,
Well, aren't you?
you can't bully me. We know what you're trying to do.
We?
Members of the Upper Sioux community. You can deny it all you want. You're trying to get rid of us. Do you deny it?
No, never, no. And don't go saying things like that. You'll rile people up.
You're trying to wipe us out completely.
No, she's being over dramatic.
What do you have there?
What?
There, right
Oh,
there.
It's just a bunch of internal
me
documents.
see.
No, I'm afraid that's.
Proposed terminal legislation for Indians of southern Minnesota. A proposed draft of legislation that would terminate federal supervision over a 2-year period in 4 Indian communities of southern Minnesota with a combined population of roughly 300 has been submitted to Congress for consideration. Secretary of the Interior Douglas McKay said today, groups covered by the proposal are the Lower Sioux community in Redwood and Scott counties, the New Upper Sioux community in Yellow Medicine County, the Prairie Island community in Goodhue County, and about 15 individuals living on restricted tract in Yellow Medicine County. Inhabits and dress the members of these communities are practically indistinguishable from their non-Indian neighbors. Less than 5% are full bloods and many are quarter Indian blood or less. In recent years, they have been receiving only a limited service from the Indian Bureau, although about 3,200 acres of their land are held in trust or restricted status. The proposed legislation would authorize removal of the trust restrictions over a 2-year period and would make the land subject to local taxes.
Well,
You're going to terminate the Upper Sioux tribe, divide our lands, and absorb us?
look, lady.
Maggie.
Look, Maggie. The Department of Interior believes that it's better for everyone this way. You'll pay taxes, become fully functioning members of the U.S., and in turn, we'll give you the same thing we give all U.S. citizens. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. We're trying to help.
You're trying to erase us. Don't deny it. You were prohibited from practicing our religion. My family has been stolen and put into boarding schools. Now this absorbed? You're trying to eradicate us completely.
Deny what? That we're trying to help your community? No, I don't. The only way forward is to work together, isn't it? We're trying to help you become part of our community. What's wrong with that?
If you can't change them, absorb them until they simply disappear into the mainstream of culture. In Washington's infinite wisdom, it is decided that tribes should no longer be tribes. Never mind that they've been tribes for thousands of years. Our culture, our land, our tribe, who we are, you would like to wipe us out from the earth. But I have a secret for you, Carrie. You can try, but we will fight. And in this case, I can say with authority, we win.
Get it together, folks.
Okay.
What did I tell you about non-period gadgets?
I'm
Get the
sorry.
towel-
I'm sorry. I'll put it away.
All right, we're coming.
Break
We're
a
coming.
leg!
We're coming.
I can't see a thing. I love it.
Let's hurry up so we don't get in trouble again.
All right, we're coming.
We will be starting in just a few moments. It is an air quality control day, so if you didn't bring your own mask and you didn't get one, they are over there. We are legally required to recommend that you take one of those. Obviously, do what you want. It's your lungs. Oh, hey, wait, Crystal, hold up. I haven't seen anything yet. Have you?
The referendum.
Yeah. No, nothing yet. If you hear anything,
I will let you know right away. Obviously.
thanks.
Break a leg.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Oh, hi! And welcome. This is my home, 163 9th Avenue. I am so glad that you could join us on this, the sesquicentennial of the signing of the Prohibition Act, signed elegantly by my father, Andrew Volstead. Can anyone tell me what a sesquicentennial is? Anybody? What was that? 150 years, yes. Boy, that's a long time. But it seems like just yesterday I was sitting here on this front porch reading in the sun. Here, why don't I show you around? This is the piano. These windows, I believe, are original. This is a pillar. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? The mail? Yeah, the mail. The mail? The mail has arrived. Father! be. Old Andrew Volstead's great prohibition came along to set us all free.
Thank you very much. You're a very good answer.
The wheel of progress was bowling them over. Fancy of ball gowns to sway in a ball. But old Andrew Volstead, he helped us recover, and he came from Granite Falls. He came from Granite Falls. He came from Granite Falls. His words would ring out in the government halls, but he came from Granite Falls. He came from Granite Falls. He came from Granite Falls. His words would ring out in the government halls, but he came from Granite Falls. Came from Granite
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very, very much. But, Laura, I believe that you mentioned some letters.
Indeed I did, Papa. Since you authored the bill prohibiting intoxicating beverages and regulating the manufacture, production, use, and sale of high-proof spirits for other than beverage purposes, and ensuring an ample supply of alcohol and promoting its use in scientific research and in the development of fuel, dye, and other lawful industries. You have received many letters detailing the impact you've had upon the people. Shall I read you one that just came today?
A marvelous idea.
Yes, well, here we go. Yes. Mr. Volstead, again, let me congratulate you on the splendid part you had in securing national prohibition. You have taken part in many influential matters, and you did more work many times over than any may in Congress to secure the enactment of what will go down in history as the Volstead Prohibition Code. The nation will be increasingly grateful to you in years to come. Signed, Wayne B. Wheeler of the Anti-Saloon League. Oh, thank you. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, and here's a sweet little song. We are one for Volstead, his name we bear. All true suffragettes are we. Members all of his great club in town. All one common cause have we. All for Volstead banded firmly together. Boost our watch, Lord, e'er shall be. All for Volstead, time and loyal forever. Just one common cause have we.
Thank you very much, but I don't know about all that. I was just happy to be making a contribution. And Laura, not all the letters were kind, were they?
Well, now, Papa, I don't see the point in dwelling in negative spirits. You see, it could give people the wrong idea, and we don't want to do that.
Well, I've always believed that people needed to hear both sides. And in fact, I got one. I carry it around in my pocket all the time. And it reads like this. Mr. Volstead, now your dirty work is finished, but the money you and the others got for it will do you no good. I am not a saloon man, but I like my beer or wine. I never was a drunk in my life. The Americanized worker will not be ruled by the church crowd and bribed and bought men like you. Why didn't you let us, the workers, vote on this issue? You say the war is not over. Well, in wartime, traitors were shot from an honest working man.
That's your favorite?
Well, I thought it was rather poetic.
Boy, you sure had the country divided, Papa.
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah, and now let's move on to the tale of the triumph of the cooperative movement where everybody held hands and ate apple pie and everybody was Minnesota nuts.
Stop! What do you mean, stop? The referendum. The votes are in. Oh, God. What were the results? Crystal, what were the results? Tell us, please. It passed. No. I know. No. I know. No! How could this happen? I don't know. What are we going to do? I don't know. I guess for starters, we have to shut down the show. We have to shut it down right now, actually, because as of this moment, this performance is no longer legal. We're all breaking the law. I'm sorry, everyone, but you'll have to disperse.
Wait, we have to go?
Yeah, just walk out quietly. I'm very sorry, but please go home. But how could this happen? Well, I mean, they have to leave. That's what banning assembly means.
They have to go?
Who would vote for that? A lot of people, apparently.
Well, people have the reasons.
Oh, no. You voted for it? You voted for it! Sandy, do you know what it means to ban assembly? It means we can't have an audience.
That's not what it means, right?
What were you thinking?
Well, they were gonna make the town of Granite Falls dry. They were gonna, I mean, come on. That's our freedom. If they were gonna ban alcohol, if we hung out in large groups, I thought I'd rather protect my right to freedom. Thank you very much.
How could you be so ignorant? I didn't know you were one of those people.
Well, I didn't know you were one of those sheep.
Hey, stop. It's all true. Or rather, it's not true. It's a story. Didn't you see that hollow article that went viral? They've done it again. Why don't you tell Sandy what they did? Have you seen our new disinformation exhibit?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry, I haven't. I've been so busy. My mustache fell off and I couldn't find it, and then I had to.
How do you
I mean, what do you
work here?
expect?
It's been open since May. How do you work here?
Well, I don't know. I was looking for my mustache and I couldn't figure out what color to wear.
You all really should see this. Well, they can't now, because now it's illegal to assemble in public.
Do you mean that it's illegal for 35 individuals to individually walk into a museum individually?
What? Okay, let's all go inside, but we're not going together. Maybe just stick in groups of like 2, because 3 is a crowd. So go around this way. It's really important to see this, like some people. You really all should see this. This way you can go around out this side. I'll open up the gate if you don't want to walk in the grass.
Welcome to our disinformation exhibit. It's already made the press from prohibition to prohibiting gathering. Don't all look at this at one time. They might think you're here together.
definitely more than. Why didn't you wear this? Poor air quality day can see through the walls.
I know. Is the door still open? Did we shut the door?
No, I think that's the least of our worries right now, Crystal.
I will.
Okay, there were some earlier, but we've been watching, so.
It's just really parked. I didn't see anybody parked out there either, so that's also good.
This is unbelievable. I didn't know anything about this.
Well, that's the nature of disinformation. Or as some like to call it, the story. A story is not completely untrue, but it's always lacking in some element of truth. It's not fact, but it sort of seems like fact. It's a feeling. Volstead always knew that prohibition was about more than just prohibition. His greatest fear was that the saloons would convince all their patrons to vote the same. So if you get rid of the beer, then you get rid of that power to influence elections. And we just tell a story of a man who was dry.
Wonder what story they'll tell about us.
They might call it treason, but I can feel it in my blood. After a drought season comes the season of the flood. Hey men, hey MEN, we're calling for freedom again and again. Hey men, hey MEN, we're calling for freedom again and again. I know you've been freezing, but you're gonna be released. After a lean season comes the season of the feast. Hey men, hey MEN, we're calling for freedom again and again. Hey men, hey MEN, we're calling for freedom again and again. Now there's a good reason to be hopeful yet. After a dry season comes the season of the wet. Hey men, hey MEN, we're calling for freedom again and again. Hey men, hey MEN, we're calling for freedom again and again. Amen. Old and young, the time is nigh. Wet your tongue before your voice runs dry. Then try